To learn about the off-grid lifestyle and to be inspired to live your dreams, click subscribe so you don't miss anything. Hit the bell notification. Okay, so I'm back at the tiny house build again today. I like bringing you inside after Carolyn makes a little bit of progress. I say a little bit, makes progress on the pallet wood. The heat-treated, non-chemical treated pallet wood. She's just about finished. She's getting close. Look at that right there. She's got a bigger patch over here to do. And she's got a little patch above the window there, and then she's done. She's got just a bit of pallet wood left, and she's thinking, well, you know what she could do? She could build desks and different things for the inside to keep everything kind of matching. I think that's a brilliant idea. That might be a future project. I'm going to take you outside and I'm going to show you what I got to do today. And tomorrow we got a 90% chance of rain. Today it's going to be 70 degrees, so try to get as much done as possible today. I say that, but I still got to work every day, and I still have to maintain our chores, which I'm going to get to here in a second. So I've got the 3 panels up from yesterday on this side of the house. I got 3 more panels to put on. The first 2 panels I need to cut. This one will be a complete cut. I'll have to cut it off right at the window, down, and then I'll have to make another cut for the top over. And then the next panel will be around the window cut. I really don't like those. Those make me very nervous that I'm going to mess something up. As you know, I already got the other side done, and I'm very excited that tomorrow's rain event is coming and I don't have to worry about anything because the roof is on. So tomorrow, what I'll probably do is I'm going to go to the hardware store and I'm going to look for a fancy barn hinge or something. I want to look for something fancy so I can build my door here for my skirting. That's the piece that I'm going to use for the skirting that's laying underneath there. And so my idea is I have this fancy barn door hinge and it'll swing out this way. So that's what I'm going to work on tomorrow inside while it's raining. If I had the tin, I would go get the tin, but we can't buy any more material until I think after the 21st. We only spend the $500 a month. So I got to wait till the 21st before we can spend any more money. Also, we dipped out of savings for the metal roof. It's the first time we've taken out of savings. That was $2,000. It was either that or wait until January or February to go buy it. And of course, we got to replenish some of that money each month back into it. So recently, I've been getting about 4,000 to 5,000 subscribers per month. And of course, I got so many videos, nobody can go back and watch them all. So there's been a lot of questions about us living off grid. So I thought I'd take a few minutes and explain to you, all the new subscribers, and refresh the folks' memories that have been with me a long time, how we live while we're building a tiny house. And I've only talked about the tiny house for probably, 3 months now? You gotta remember, I've been doing videos for 4 years. So there's a lot of information in past videos that I really encourage you to check out. Now it's a little messy down here because I really have neglected everything, so don't criticize me too much. Tarps and just, things have accumulated because I've been so busy. At nighttime, right before dusk, I come outside about 4 o'clock and I've been cutting firewood. So I can keep up with the firewood because I'm just so busy building that tiny house and working. I still got to do the off-grid stuff. So I'm going to show you around real quick. So this is our water tank. And we fill that, I don't know, every couple of weeks from our well. We have a well that we pump water into. We have to use the generator. And then we have an RV pump that pumps water into our camper that we're staying at, my homemade camper. Now, I was really concerned about this tank freezing up in the winter, but it's already gotten down to 15 degrees and it was just a skim of ice. What I've been thinking about doing all summer was I was going to insulate that and have an elaborate heating system go into it. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to paint it black and let the sun warm it up during the day, on non-cloudy days, of course. They get up to 60, 70 degrees during the day, and then at night when it gets really cold and there's no sunlight, it will take a lot of cold energy to make it freeze. So I'm not going to put a lot of investment into the tank this year, considering we're going to move it next year up closer to the tiny house. So I've had a little change of plan. Now, how we heat our camper is with this outdoor wood heat exchanger. It's an old Franklin wood stove, not very efficient. And so I built this and I surrounded it all in bricks. So what happens is all that heat goes inside the bricks and it comes out here into a piece of ventilation. The heat rises right into our homemade camper. So again, kind of messy. I'm a little embarrassed to show you my mess right now. So this is the homemade camper that we travel around in and as nomads for, what, 2 years in this thing. I guess it's coming up on 3 years old. We got an air conditioner that we ran off solar during the hottest part of the day. A lot of people said, when are you gonna get solar for your tiny house? Well, I have 1,000 watts of solar panels that I lay on the ground. And the reason I lay them on the ground is because we're surrounded by trees here. So several times a year, I have to move the solar panels around. I was gonna put it on a frame at one point, but the frame was so heavy that I need Carolyn to lift it with me. And you know, she's got a bad back, and I always knew she was gonna throw her back out if I did that. So I took it off the frame and I just moved the panels individually now. So like I said, at the evening time, I go down in the woods and I cut firewood. I try to split as much as I can, and I try to bring enough of it up that it starts to dry, because I gotta have dry firewood next year. So I'm trying to make sure that I'm not dipping into next year's supply with this Franklin, because it's so inefficient. So similar to this pile all through our property, I got piles of firewood that I've been, splitting. I'll cut a little, I'll split a little, and then I transport a little back up to the piles up there. I got 2 stacks over there. I actually stacked them up over there. I got another pile over there. So I just got firewood everywhere, but I really need to get it off the ground so it stops sucking up the water out of the ground. So Carolyn and I sleep in our little homemade camper because one person thought that Carolyn was staying at a hotel or something. So I'm gonna get started on the tiny house and putting up the next panels. So once again, I'm gonna use 1x4s here and at the top and in the center, so I have something to screw, you can see these screws, into. It gives it substance. The OSB, I only used 1/4 inch OSB, so can't really use that to screw into it, just pull right out. Once again, I'm going to be using my circular saw with a metal cutting disc. I was really surprised how well this worked. It worked very well. Okay, so I got the wall on this side, so that's 2 walls that I've gotten done with the metal siding. Carolyn's just about ready to wrap up the inside, I think. And then tomorrow, like I said, it's gonna rain, so I'm not gonna work on the front and the back side tomorrow. I'm just gonna work on that door. Let's see right there. Put a door there. I'm gonna try to put that on and make it look neat. I mean, I don't wanna just slap it up after all this effort of making this look pretty. Now, a lot of people have suggested that I need to spend more time cleaning the property. Again, I think this is because of new subscribers. They don't know the extent of damage this place was under when we got it. It was terrible. The whole thing was grown up, so I had to take a sickle bar and sling blade it. And you can go back and check out these old videos, or maybe some subscribers who have been around for a long time can attest down in the comments that this place was a mess. And then there was an old mobile home trailer, the trailer that we're building on, that was all falling down. It was just a terrible mess. We spent probably a month trying to clean that up, getting all the scrap metal out of here. And we're making a lot of progress. This summer, this was all grown up. You couldn't walk from here up to the house. You can still see quite a bit of mess over here. This old building fell down. We got to clean that up. So we've done a lot of work You can see from just the junk piles that we've gotten how much of a mess this place was. So it's been a lot of work, but it's been a lot of fun. And the plan has worked out perfectly. About the time we got this place cleaned up enough that the neighbors would see progress, we could start building at the same time, just, you know, planning out where the two events happened at the same time. A lot of people think that I'm trying to live off grid to get away from it all. I'm living off grid to get away from the electric company and the water company and all that, so I don't have to pay those bills. I came out here to be free to do what I want. You know, this power line, I know somebody's gonna say, oh, look at that, you're not off grid, you got a power line. I don't care about the power line. It brought the property value down, so it was easy for me to buy $4,200. I hope I can inspire you to find your freedom in your dream. Thanks for watching.